Hey everybody, Rob Cuddy here. It is Friday, TGIF, Friday, June 11th. It's currently it's 10:57 and 40 seconds. I try to time it to make it accurate. What the heck, right? It's Friday morning. How's that? And June 11th, almost halfway through the month. Man, unbelievable. Well, as you know, today is Freelance Friday. Episode number 57. Who would have thought? Episode number 57. We're going to be talking about all things network marketing, the good, the bad, and yes, even the ugly. We talk about things, as you know, that no one else would touch with a 10-foot pole. The reason is they do not want you to know this information. Otherwise, you may not join their business. You may not join the network marketing industry as a whole. That's a decision for you to make. And the thing is, you have a right to this information so you can make an educated decision that will best fit your life needs. You're only going to get that information right here on our podcast. No one talks about the subject matter that we do. That being said, you guys join us today as we take a deep dive into life, maybe politics, network marketing, business in general, and personal things. It's our day to let our hair down and take a step back away from the Monday through Thursday intense focus on the network marketing industry. With that being said, I'm going to hop off of here and we're going to start our podcast and get ready for the weekend. Hope you join us. And if you will, as always, we ask that you please share our hashtag with a fellow network marketers all across the globe. When you're out surfing the net, if you run into our fellow network marketers, please share the hashtag TheMLM Solution. That way they can have access to this wonderful information themselves. And just maybe that information can empower them to do great things for this wonderful business model. Wouldn't it be great to be a part of that positive process? You sharing this information with someone across the globe that you don't know, they could have a major impact on their life. All right, guys, with that being said, I'm going to hop off here and we shall see you in a moment, right? At 11 a.m. If I don't shut up and get off here, 11 is going to come and go.
Welcome to the MLM Solution Podcast Show, where you'll learn the facts and hear the truth about the network marketing industry. Here's your host, Rob Cuddy and Marie Cannon.
Hey guys, how you doing today? As you know, Marie's not with us again today. No, she has not been fired, and no, she has not been let go, and no, there's been no rift. It's just life. She's had a challenge. And I don't mean a challenge in a bad way. It's a challenge with timetables. And she's had a hard time getting free to do some things with me. And, that happens, right? And we just have to accept it and move on and do what we do best. And that is what? Do the show, right? We can't allow life to, let's see here. I'm just looking at something. Anyway, there we go. Freelance Friday, right there in the ticker. Sorry about that moment of pause. No, your ears are not deceiving you. I did pause for a moment. I was looking at something that came up on the screen, and I wanted to make sure that it wasn't important, so I apologize for that small delay. Anyways, we talk about all things on Freelance Friday. It's a chance for us to let our hair down and to give you updates on things and all of that stuff there, right? And we will certainly do that. How did you like the new intro? Please give us a thumbs up if you like that new intro. Please give comments if you like that new intro. So far, we've got positive replies, and we will ask that you continue to give us a positive or give us a thumbs down if you don't like it. We are testing different things, as you know. So as you can tell, the intro is definitely different. I like it. I think it's more fun, energetic. aggressive. I like having fun. I'm energetic, and I'm certainly aggressive. Sometimes too much so. So it fits me to a T. And of course, it has Marie's name in there, and that's a good thing. And that leads us to, before we get started, our beta testing. You know, people ask us all the time, Rob, can I become a beta tester? How do I become a beta tester on the Leads site when it becomes available? All you do, guys, is go right here, this URL, ineedleadsnow.net/beta. ineedleadsnow.net/beta. When you do that, guess what? You're going to be able to get on the list. It does not guarantee that you're going to be a beta tester, but at least put you in the ball field, right? Or in the stadium, whatever you want to call it. And you have to be on the list in order for us to select you. It is going to be random. We're not just going to take the first 100 people and say, okay, these are the beta testers. We're going to do it as fair as possible. We're going to take those names, print them out, cut them up, put them in a hat, shake them around, and pull them out. However many we need. We don't know if we need 100, 75, 150, 200. We don't know yet. But if you're not on the list, you can't be a beta tester. And think about it. You will be exposed to literally the state of the art when it comes to lead generation and the training and everything that goes with it. It'll be a fun time, exciting time. And if you want to be a part of that process, just let us know. Obviously, because you're a beta tester, we're going to offer you guys a special once-in-a-lifetime offer that will not offer anyone else, okay? So if you go there and you fill out the form, just go to ineedleadsnow.net/beta. If you fill out the form, there's no shenanigans. We don't do that. Matter of fact, on our forms, we put right there, no shenanigans, no email shenanigans. We don't do that. Okay. If we're giving you free product, you may, and that's a big may, because I'm the one that does the email sequences in our software. And I don't like writing them. They're a pain in the freaking butt. And I don't like, as a consumer, getting overwhelmed with them. If I want your product, I'll find your website, I'll buy your product. And we feel that our products speak for themselves. Their success and their impact speaks for themselves. So we don't feel like we need to promote them. We'll let you know about them. We'll let you know about when you can save money. But outside of that, you're not going to get any email shenanigans from us. If you get a free ebook from us, all we're going to do is let you know there's some more free ebooks available. That way you can get the information that you need to become that focused business building machine capable of doing great things in this amazing business model. All right. You go there, you fill out the form, no shenanigans, as I said, and you're going to get the I Need Leads Now ebook. Covers everything you need to know about leads, important information, not the generic stuff like you are exposed to now. So go there now, right now, and fill out ineedleadsnow.net/beta. We will stop taking beta testers. I mean, think about it. We don't need 1,000 people. We're not cutting out 1,000 pieces of paper. I'm going to tell you that right now. We're not doing it. So we're not going to keep that form up forever, okay? And that's not a shenanigan. That's the truth. We're just flat out not going to do it. We're grateful for it, but we're not going to do it. All right. So with that being said, as always, what not to do in network marketing, 146 paragraphs, 146 audio files, and complement and supplement and raise each and every one of those paragraphs to a higher level of knowledge for you. Okay. And you're going to get many training videos with all of that, which is going to give you an insight into this industry unlike any place else. There's no other product like this, one of a kind, the famous what not to do in network marketing for the next 24 hours only. As you'll see, it's a limited offer, no doubt about it, $47, $150 instant savings. Normally it's $197. Guess what? We want you to get exposed to this information. We do not want to break your bank. So we're going to offer you this for the next 24 hours only for $47. All you have to do, all you on the podcast, go to themlmsolution.net/WNTD. Okay. WNTD. That is, once again, themlmsolution.net/WNTD. And, people say, Rob, why do you always tell you it's only for 24 hours? Well, it is. And they said, but you say it every day. So 24 hours, obviously it goes beyond those days that you're always promoting this. You're absolutely right. We don't promote it every day, but we do promote it quite often. But guess what? There's an internal clock that when you go to the page, it monitors when you come back. I'm not going to lie to you. It monitors when you come back. And so you have 24 hours from the time that you go and check out this product. That's what it's talking about. It is a limited offer. There's no shenanigans there. You got 24 hours from the time you land on that page to spend $47. That's the reason why I always say 24 hours, because we figure 24 hours for $47 is more than enough time to make up your mind about this product. Remember, it's got a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can't beat it. An unbeatable combination. Okay. All right. So with that being said, here we are. If you miss some of our podcasts, you can go to our podcast site. Our site, and you can go to the top of the page, and you will find that there is a link that will take you to Podcast Replay. Go there. You're only going to get a free gift. Once again, no shenanigans. Just fill out the form. You're going to get a link to your free gift. And you go to the website, you click that link, and bam, there you are. You're on the Podcast Replay. You have the whole week there, so you don't have to bounce around to YouTube, Facebook, and our other platforms looking for the episodes that you want to listen to. It's all conveniently right there for you. How great is that, right? All right. With that being said, guys, as you know, we've been doing some great things here. I got my coffee mug with our logo on it and got some other merchandise. What we're doing is we're going to be offering merchandise on our website as well of the MLM solution. Okay. And what we're doing is we're testing them out. We're giving each company a chance to provide us, this is coffee mug, to provide us with their wares, if you will, and see the quality of them, see if we like what they're offering. And there it is, the MLM solution, empowering people, building dreams. That's us, empowering you people so that you can build dreams. And that is our new logo, too. If you noticed, we changed our logo right there. Empowering people, building dreams. You can see it. That's what we do with our information. We empower you so that you can go out and build the dreams that you want, right? And so we got some things going on there. We got a lot of good things going on. It's simply amazing. All the things are going on. I'm trying like the Dickens to keep up. I'll tell you that now. But you know what? It's a challenge sometimes. Being the sole man, it makes it difficult sometimes to do everything that's on my plate. And not that I'm complaining. I'm glad to be busy, believe me. And speaking of that, as you guys know, in September of 20, I had an accident. I fell 17 feet. Was on a 40-foot deck and fell 17 of it. The best that we can guess. We are very familiar with that area. And so we have been in that area for 3-4 years. Anyway, the thing is that the deck is a legitimate 40 feet from the top to down to the bottom. Kind of a scary thing, right? To be that high. When I get up there, sometimes I feel like I'm in Grand Canyon looking out over the deck, of course, is attached to the house, and it looks out over this cascading landscape, and you look out, it's almost like looking out over a valley. Her and I have been fortunate to be in houses that have these wonderful views. I remember when we were in another part, what we call Prospect, Kentucky, which is where most of the well-to-do people live. And not that that's important, only to say that when you get out there, because of the homes and the land that they surround the homes with, you have this beautiful scenery. Okay, it's not like in the suburban areas or the downtown areas where one house is on top of the other. Okay, here you had this beautiful view, and my office was off of the master bedroom, and it had a wall full of windows, and it was curved, and so I had this panoramic view of my desk was right there at the windows, and I would look out over the valley, and man, it would have these beautiful pine trees and wildlife, bald eagles. Man, I'd see all kinds of stuff. And when it snowed, it was like a fairy tale. It was like a postcard, a living postcard. It was amazing, man. I hated to give that up, but the wife wanted to move, so off we went. And the place that we're at now is nice, and certainly has its own beautiful. I've always been the type of person to look at the glass half full than half empty. I look at the positives in life, but some things are different, and there's certainly some beauty here. There's no doubt about it, and I've been grateful. Love our backyard and the back porch and everything. But anyway, the thing is that this is a house that we're very familiar with, spent a lot of time at. And once again, the deck looks out over this valley, and it's quite a drop down. And I got in a hurry, missed a step. And it's someone like me. I'm very safety conscious, and got in a hurry, made a boo-boo, missed a step, and down I went. And only by the grace of God, and I mean that sincerely, all the credit goes to the good Lord Jesus Christ, because I'll tell you, I barely missed a stone wall. It's what it is. It's stone. It's creek stone, big, huge creek stone fence, and I barely missed that by 6 inches, maybe more, less, 8 inches. It wasn't much. And I'm very familiar with the area, and I don't remember anything. I remember nothing at all. Obviously, I got a concussion, which I did not. I've never had one in my life, and I get the seriousness of them now. But anyway, I don't remember a thing. Absolutely nothing. I was not knocked out, and so there was 2 gentlemen working on the chimney of the house behind where I fell, and they were quite a ways away because of the valley and everything. But they saw me fall, and they came over and they said that I asked them for my phone. I remember nothing of this, and because I didn't have my phone. They gave me their phone. I called 911, gave them the address. I don't remember any of that. Not a thing. And so I spent 14 hours in the trauma center. And as you can imagine, I was in pretty bad shape. And so just the other day, when I went to the University of Louisville, orthopedics, and the head guy who is a chair there, Dr. Roberts, he's the head of the whole thing, and he saw me, and of course they had my files, or whatever you call it, my profile, whatever it is, on the computer there in front of, it has all the information about you. And since U of L's the trauma center here, they had all the documents they needed, all the information, notes, all that right there. And so he kept looking at the x-rays. He'd look at me and he goes, "You mean to tell me you fell that far, you did not break anything else? You didn't break your neck, you didn't have a fractured skull, you didn't break your hip, your back, you weren't temporarily paralyzed, no blurred vision, no numbness, nothing?" I said, "No." And he kept looking at the x-rays. "Hey, man," he goes, "Man, that's freaking amazing." He said, "Do you know how lucky you are?" I said, "Well, I'm blessed." He goes, "Yes, you are, because to fall that far and only break your arm, even though it's a pretty bad break, to fall that far and not break something else, especially as big as you are, is amazing." And once again, because you got to realize, guys, where the ground I hit was rock solid. I mean, it was almost like concrete, and that's no exaggeration. If I could take all you guys there, maybe I'll do a video one day and I'll show you guys. But that is quite an amazing thing when you put all that together. And I give credit where credit is due. I am a Christian. There is no doubt that the good Lord Jesus Christ was with me. I could have easily hit my head against that wall and broke my neck. I could have been dead. I could have been paralyzed. And it's only by the grace of God that I'm here today talking to you. And I'm grateful. The only thing I have is a broken arm. So to end the story, I went after one doctor after another. And this is important information because you guys can learn from other people's mistakes. Number one, I got in a hurry. That was so unlike me. And even the gentleman that was there that day said, "Rob, I've never seen you so frantic." And so I said, "Well, look, I got things I got to do today. I got to get some stuff done." And so I got in a hurry. And even in a hurry, even when I'm in a hurry, I'm very safety conscious. I remember the earlier part of the day, and I was taking my time and being very cautious, but it was just that one time. My gosh, just that one time, and one slip. That's all it was. And what a stupid thing for me to do. Anyway, it certainly reminded me not to get in a hurry, and I do that now. I'll catch myself getting in a hurry and say, "Oh, you need to slow down." So anyway, I went through 5 doctors, and the reason I kept changing is because the doctor's conversation stopped. They wanted to go in and remove the rod that was put in because they said it's old technology and blah and blah blah, and they would have done this and they would have done that, and they weren't addressing the issue. And you know what? It's not that I'm smarter than the doctor, although common sense will take you a long way. But here's the thing, guys, you got to realize the bone was not healing. It wasn't because of the rod. Usually the bone doesn't heal, because you have cancer, because you have an infection in the bone, or you have an infection in your body, whatever the case may be. What causes the healing process to take place and stimulates the bone growth is blood flow and oxygen. And the more blood flow and oxygen that you can get to that area and get the blood rushing and moving, the greater the chances of that healing to take place. So it's not like I do have blood, believe it or not. I do have oxygen in my blood. But the thing is, for whatever reason, and I'm not the only person, there are people in this world that either don't have bone growth or slow bone growth. And I'm one of those people for whatever reason. And so I had to go from one doctor to the other, and 2 of them wouldn't even see me. They're like, "No, that's way above my pay grade. I can't do that. I can't help you. I can't fix you. Don't even waste your time coming here." And they came recommended to me. People, I had insurance companies saying, "Hey, go talk to this guy. This guy's really good. Go see him." And they would call me. They literally called me and said, "Don't bother coming. We can't see you. We cannot help you. At the level of injury that you have, we cannot do it." I was like, okay. I thought a bone was a bone, but evidently not. So I learned a lot there. But the other 3 doctors would not, their conversation stopped. No discussion of bone stimulators, no discussion of bone marrow transplants, and no discussion of other approaches that have been used in the past with success. And so nothing was being brought to the table where I could look and say, well, I have option 1 through 5. I can take either one of these. Let's do the most basic common sense approach first. Out of these 5 options, let's do the bone stimulator. There's no intrusion into the body. It's a proven process. It's worked many, many times. Let's try that first. Well, that would be common sense. But you know what? The other doctors, none of them brought up a bone stimulator. None of them did anything. And so anyway, I finally ran into a doctor, went there Wednesday, and he's in his 80s, still practicing in his 80s. And he walks in, looks at me, grabs my arm, moves it around, looks at the computer at my files, looks at me and says, "We can fix this." I was like, yes. I said, that's what I wanted to hear. I said, it's hard to believe I had to go through 5 doctors to get here to hear somebody say, "Yep, we can fix this." And he goes, well, young man, we can fix it. I mean, he was very deadpan, very, at 80-something years old, you get like that, right? He was pleasant, but he was just, you kid, you're wasting my time. This is nothing serious. I got more serious issues to deal with other patients, is pretty much. And I was just tickled pink because, you know what? And that's what I wanted to hear. And he said, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get the bone stimulator, and we're going to do this for this amount of time. And here's what's going on, blah, 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 blah. I've seen many of these. I'm the number 1 guy as far as rods and pins in the city of Louisville. And he said, look around, you can see all the awards. All those awards are for me being the top guy in this area, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, well, cool. And he goes, so we can fix this. And it's not a problem. And he said, we're going to start with the bone stimulator. I was like, yes, that's what I wanted to hear. And so the people called me yesterday and said, hey, we got with the insurance company. We'll be coming to your house. We're going to set it up. And then you wear it for 30 days. He said, if that doesn't work, we'll go to the bone marrow. He said, we got options here. We'll make things happen. That's the kind of approach I like. I was in there for 7 minutes and bam, I was out of there. And I was walking on air because I was happy as a lark. And I didn't know a lark was that happy, but I was. All right, so with that being said, that's just a little inside story of what's going on with my arm. I always refer to it in the show, and I really never get any deep discussion because you know what? It's not about me. But, I also understand that these stories can help people that may be going through a similar situation. And hopefully this type of information can give you hope. Once again, the doctor's name that I saw is Dr. Roberts. If you have any bone issues in regards to not healing or whatever, and you've exercised all of your options and you live in a part of the country that doesn't really have a top-notch facility, guess what? Give these people a call. You can go to the website, U of L Orthopedics, and give them a call and see what you can find out. Okay, maybe they can help you as well. So anyway, back to the business. As you know, we are going in a different direction. We have so many wonderful projects on the table. I'm so excited about all of them. Of course, we talk about the lead site all the time, and really that's the big dog of what's coming out. I mean, we have so many great products that it's hard for us to pick one over the other. There's the lead site right there, and there's the beta testing URL again at the top of the page. But the thing is that once the lead site, if God willing, everything comes together and it works the way it's supposed to, and on the level, because you got to remember the tremendous load that's going to be put on that website and the bandwidth that's going to be required, it's going to be quite a challenge. And it's not like it hasn't been done before. But, there are security issues. There are stability issues that, make sure the site stays up. It meets the demand. Doesn't have bugs in it. I mean, there's a lot of things that go on with that, guys. And we're confident that it can happen, but we got to make sure that it works in a way where you can depend on it. And that's the reason why it's taken us a little bit to make this happen. So with that being said, we have a situation where we're going to be able to be testing that sooner rather than later. And that's one of the big projects. This show is another one of the big projects. We do the show to service you guys. It's all about helping you because Marie and I, we're done with our network marketing careers. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of challenges. We had a lot of heartbreaks. We had a lot of laughter and smiles, enjoyment, all the, whole range of emotions. And the thing is, we met a lot of great people, and it was a wonderful journey. And we would be selfish by not sharing what we experienced and the knowledge that we gained so that you guys have the ability to go out and take this information and do things even better than what we did. Get to the success level you want quicker, more efficiently, more profitably than us. Because we grew up in the stone age of network marketing, where a fax machine was big time. Okay, because mostly in cell phones. I mean, when I first started, you only had regular phones. You had no cell phones. And, or if you did, very few people had them outside of yourself. Sorry, taking a sip of my coffee there. And so you have a situation where we grew up in a totally different environment, and the business growth was slower than it is today. Today, you can expedite the growth rather quickly. And if you use our 5 simple steps business building system, it will expedite it very quickly. I'll tell you that now. That business building system there, for all you on the podcast, we have a screenshot here of our 5 simple steps logo, business building system logo. And guys, I'm telling you, that is a phenomenal system. If I must say so myself, I'm not going to do self-promotion here, but I'm just going to tell you, guys, it's simply amazing what that system can do for you, how efficient it is, how profitable it can make you, how explosive it is. I mean, there's so many wonderful things about it that it's just hard to imagine how anybody could not be successful with that system. And we encourage you to check it out. Okay, don't believe us. Go out and use your own investigative techniques, use your own decision-making power, evaluate it, and see if it's what we say it is. Okay, we know it's not for everybody. We know it's not the end all. We never claimed it to be, but we have claimed that we feel, and it's our opinion, and it's our educated opinion, that it is the most effective, efficient business building system out there. We truly believe that. It's just 5 simple steps is all you got to do. Really 4, because step number 5 is CCBBA, which is what? Consistent, correct business building activity. What is consistent, correct business building activity? The first 4 steps. So I'm making some videos that will be promotional videos. You guys will see. I may put them on here so that you guys can see them. I don't know. We'll see. But the thing is that I'm doing some new videos to highlight what we bring to the table for the network marketing masses, which includes the lead side and everything else. So, it's something that there's a lot of changes, and I'm making a lot of changes, doing new presentations, new videos, updating documents, updating the website, which I'm just about done with. That's been a massive. I've done the complete makeover and really reduced it a lot. We have another person that may come on board. I won't mention his name at this time. And we may have another lady that may be coming on board down the road. And the thing is that this gentleman has known me for 20-something years and is very versed in what I'm doing. And I did a series of video clips for him to show him where we are and how we pared things down, because the website and everything used to be huge. And what I've done is I've condensed it down to this, because we don't need all that. But we built all that so that we could test it, so we could put it in front of you guys and say, hey, what do you think? Do you like this? What is the most popular? What is the best thing for you guys? What information do you feel is going to give you the best opportunity to succeed? And through your all's numbers, the analytics, I was able to look and see what it is that you want. And that way I'm able to get rid of everything else. That doesn't mean I'm throwing everything else away. What it means is that we're not focusing on that. We're only focusing on what you want to know. And so that way we can bring to the table the actual information that you guys are telling us, hey, this is what I want to learn about. I want to hear more about this. And so that is what is happening. I have been updating the website, paring it down, deleting a lot of stuff, updating a lot of stuff. And I'm literally at the exit. I can see the exit sign now, and I'm coming up on it fast. And that means that I will be done with the website work here very shortly. And I've been putting in a lot of hours. And you think about it, working with people on Fiverr, doing all this, creating the presentations, doing the videos, doing the podcast show. Plus, I have other businesses that I run as well. Then you can see where this can be a daunting task. And so if you find an error on our website, if you find an omission somewhere, if you find that I made a mistake or spoke about something, please find it in your heart to forgive those moments, because you got to realize I'm one human being trying to do multiple things. And it's hard to be 100% accurate, especially when you're getting up there in age as I am. Now, I always talk like I've got one foot in the grave. I don't. I'm very blessed. And I feel like I'm still in my 20s. But don't most older people, they all feel like I feel like I'm 20 on the inside, but it's the outside that hurts. Okay. So my mind is still operating in a very good way, but I do have my moments. I will say that in the last 2 years, I used to be able to work 20 hours a day. I don't know how Trump does it. At his age, 70-something years old, and the guy will get 3-4 hours of sleep. Now, I've done that. I've done that on multiple days. Like, I've had people just in total awe. Not that I do it on purpose. I'm just trying to squeeze 28 hours into 24. Okay. And trying to get as much done as I possibly can. And there would be 3 or 4 days each week where I'd get 3 to 4 hours of sleep. And I would be okay for the most part. Sure, I'd get tired. And there was times I laid down for a nap because I was that tired. Because I can't do it like I used to. You don't have that internal fortitude and strength that you used to have. So nowadays, it's gotten to the point where 7 o'clock rolls around and I can feel I hit a brick wall. I'm mentally done. I'm like, okay, I might be able to take pictures for the other business. I might be able to do a few mindless things where it doesn't require me to think. In other words, physical things. Pick this up, move it over here, put this in a package and get it ready for shipment. I can do those mindless things, But if you want me to sit down and read, if you want me to sit down and create a presentation, nope, that ain't happening. 6, 7 o'clock at night, guess what? I'm sitting down with the wife and we're going to enjoy our evening. So there was a night the other night where I sat down in here. I told the wife, I said, well, I have some things in the office I got to get done, on the site here. I said, I'm running a little bit behind, so I got to put a few hours in. And of course she said, okay, and she gets it. I spend most of my time or evenings with her, but there are those moments where I got to catch up. So I come in here at 7 o'clock, and next thing I do, and I look up and it's 1:45 in the morning. So I still can do the work, as you can tell, but not day after day like I used to. I get my sleep because I need it. It's good for my health, and it allows the body to recharge, allows the mind to get refreshed. I am not going to deprive myself of sleep and rest. Sleep is one thing, rest is another. You can get all the sleep in the world, wake up just as tired as you was when you went to sleep, okay? Because your body isn't rested. There's a big difference between the two, guys. Well, all right, enough of that. All right, guys, it's 36 minutes in. I spent this episode talking about me and a little bit about the business. But, Freelance Fridays are that. We just go with whatever comes up and whatever we feel like discussing. And there you go. Today, that's what we did. And I've got a lot to do today to get ready for the weekend. I've got some orders I got to package up. I got some things I got to repair. I got to straighten up the house here and there. I got to test the studio downstairs. I have been testing it. I like what I see. I see potential. But in other words, the background here is going to change. The wife and I, of course, have been still looking for houses. And we went and looked at some, I think 5 or 6 the other day. And we're not critical people, but at the same time, we're not willing to compromise. And some of the things just aren't working out. But you know what? You'll find that one. It'll show up. So I'm not going to worry about it. So with that being said, guys, today's episode number 57 on our Freelance Friday schedule. And we thank you guys for constantly following us. We thank you so much for what you've done for us. Please continue to follow us. Please share our website, our social media platforms, as you know, hashtag the MLM Solution. That's hashtag the MLM Solution. And visit our website, themlmsolution.net, themlmsolution.net. Now I'm going to put in what Monday's subject is going to be, and it is, what do I do now? All right. Sorry, guys, all of you on the podcast. I'm typing, as you can tell, because I didn't put it in before the show. Monday subject, what do I do now when the first third doesn't work the way it's supposed to, or the way we say it's going to? We're always talking about, hey, 1/3 will now, 1/3 will later, 1/3 will never do it. Okay, you can count on it. You can take it to the bank. It's just the way it works. But what if the first third doesn't take action right away? Because we say 1/3 will do it now. Well, is now, like if I sign Marie up today, Friday, June 11th, if I sign her up today, does that mean she gets started today or tomorrow, June 12th? Okay, making her part of my first third that takes immediate action? Or what if Marie takes 2 to 3 weeks before she takes her first step? And she's one of the first people I signed up. Just because she's one of the first people I signed up doesn't make her part of my first third. The only way people become a part of the first third is when they take action. So I can sign Marie up today, June 11th, and then I can sign somebody else up June 29th. And that person on June 29th could take action right away, making them a part of my first third. Okay. And Marie's not a part of that first third, even though I signed her up on June 11th, which is 18 days before the other person. So what happens? What do you do when the first third doesn't work out the way it's supposed to? We're going to cover that in great detail on Monday. You do not want to miss that episode. Once again, we're going to be talking about this subject, and I'm going to tell you, nobody else goes into this type of detail, and this information is invaluable to your business building process. Think about it. You have an online library. As long as YouTube keeps this up, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. You guys need to get access to this information, and you need to take notes. You need to download the videos, whatever the case may be. But they're also in the members area. I put all these in the members area. That's the reason why it's such a massive, massive thing. And we really don't want the members area to be massive. It's actually quite simple and straightforward. But when you add all of these videos in there, because we want to archive them, have them on our server so that YouTube can't take them away. Okay. So once again, you have an ongoing reference library with this information. So don't miss it. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as always, Monday through Friday on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. You can join us live as we stream live on those platforms and cover this all-important subject. All right, guys, with that being said, I'm going to hop off of here. I'm going to get my day started. I got things I need to do, places I need to go, and I'm sure you do too. Take care. God bless. Thank you so much for joining us today. You guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye. Or see you Monday.
Thanks for listening to today's podcast. Download our podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and other podcast platforms. Visit our website at www.themlmsolution.net for additional important information, show details, and past shows. Follow us on Parler, Rumble, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button, or the get notified button while visiting our other social media platforms.